Something interesting I've realized as a Power Rangers fan is that the more original their suits are, the more like Western superhero inspired they are. I mean, it makes sense because it's a Western company, but I do find it really interesting how a lot of their suits look a lot more like they could be in Marvel than like say a Super Sentai suit. I feel like if they keep going in this direction, that's like a really good thing because they have a lot of suits that just kind of exist. They're kind of just like, but they also like a lot of them are good, obviously, except they don't fully go into like their origins of like, or like if it's like Japan themed, like Ninja Steel was just kind of like it was not it. But I feel like if they went more into like the European route, especially since now they're like going away from the whole Super Sentai thing, they're going with their whole own original suits. They could technically do that, right? There's plenty of examples of them having suits that are completely their own design that just look nice. They look nice. But they're also doing that thing I don't like where they're like latching onto Mighty Morphin. Like a lot of the people who are wearing these suits are like Mighty Morphin adjacent, or like their suit design is Mighty Morphin adjacent, or just in general, it's just like nostalgia bait where like a lot of the characters in these suits are just older Power Rangers just wearing these new suits from across like the multiverse. I don't know. I think it's nice. I think it's cool that the suits are more Western superhero inspired, but maybe lean more into that at this point, you know? Just separate yourself really. Because when you look at stuff like, I don't know, like Don Momotaro from Super Sentai, who is like very much Asian inspired, and you compare him to like, I don't know, like Lord Draken or like one of the Solar Rangers, they look completely different. Like, but like in a good way. I feel like it's cool that you can potentially differentiate the two based off of just suit design alone. Because I don't know, I just think that's just a cool concept. We need to get away from those Cosmic Fury, Dino Fury outfits. Those things suck, right? It's just the Real Soldier helmets on like those bland bodysuit of all time. We need to get away from that. But like good designs, like the Omega Rangers and the Prime Rangers and the Solar Rangers and the Phantom Ranger, we need more stuff like that. I'm sick and tired of seeing the same suits just revamped slightly and just kind of just modified a bit to be like a little bit more like sci-fi. I want new stuff. Okay?